Shane Lynch has claimed the music industry is satanic and new records are prayed over demonically to ensure success. The Dublin singer, who is a committed Christian, said he has personally witnessed satanic rituals being conducted where music industry figures give light to the devil. Shane also highlighted singer Sam Smith and Beyonce as being so demonic it's unbelievable.
The demonic side of the music industry is very real too. Not all music is bad, by all means it's not, but majority of it is to take you away from Christ. I've been in rooms which albums are prayed over demonically. That goes out to the world, goes out to the radio stations, goes out to the public.
What do you mean by that, Shane, prayed over demonically?
Rituals, ceremonies. It's a satanic music industry. Sam Smiths to your Dojo Cats to your Beyoncés, they are so demonic, it's unbelievable.
How would you describe the music industry on a whole, the side of the industry that the consumer doesn't see? I sense that there's a dark undertone to the industry.
There's a massive dark undertone to the industry, and you can get sucked into it. You can stay on the outskirts of it. But the governing body of the industry is pretty dark. The nature of the industry, the spiritual side of the industry is dark. Most country music is probably pretty positive on a church side of things. We just don't really look at it that way. Or in a God side of things. A lot of country music is that. But I think pop music is about taking characters into a darker world. Not only for the artists themselves, but the followers, the people who are listening to those rhymes, lyrics, songs. The repeat is the belief. It's like, you know, we had an interesting conversation outside about growing up in a house, and if you have a violent household, you'll grow up in a violent mentality. This is how a house is run. Of course, we can change the narrative with maturity in life and as we get older. But I think with kids, you know, in the music industry that's going on today, I find it very difficult for kids. We had a great innocence in Boyzone with pencil cases, rubbers, rulers, and nice music. There was no undertone of sexuality. There was no undertone of violence, no undertone of anything. It was just lovely music. But then you go over to the other side, and I'll bring it out with your Beyoncés and your Taylor Swifts and all that, like, not to go dark straight away, but it's right in front of you. You're looking at people doing live witchcraft on stage, live spiritual performances on stage, live demonic performances on stage to all of our children. And it's just a performance. What's the problem? It's just a hood. What's the problem? It's just a pentagon on the ground. What's the problem? They're doing live stuff in front of us. It's a big problem, but we're just going, it's a performance, isn't it? It's so real and so rife that it's disgusting in my mind of music. That's just where I'm at. So I know the tones of the big guys at the top. They are doing all this. We're puppets on a string, you know, puppets on a thing. Like even going down to the P. Diddy stuff and where he's at. You look at 20 years of influence over us as a generation and the music, and it's the girls, it's the money, it's the cars, it's the this. And we grow up thinking it's the girls, it's the money, it's the cars, and it is. And then eventually they cut the legs off it and look where he is now. So if they can puppeteer you into these situations, they will. And it comes demonically from the top. I don't even know how we got to this point, but it does. The industry's a dark place.
Well, it's very interesting, and it's the stuff that people want to know, because it's the industry secrets that no one will ever get to see because nobody will broadcast it. Certainly not allowed. It's all very subtle indoctrination, like you say. It's just an innocent hood or subtle signs of devil worship and little things like this that I see. I mean, some of the things that Sam Smith has done. And what's your take on him as a man with such influence?
You know, all of these characters in the industry, like a Sam Smith, like you just have to look at them and them now. They didn't decide just to be straight out the box, devil horns and craziness. They were brought into this more and more and more because it sells. It sells and they want to make sales. And I don't mean they sell your soul to the devil, but a lot of them talk about it. But it's generally witchcraft. They get into witchcraft, they get into that. And once you're inside that kind of witchcraft scenario, it's hard to come back. And I was there. And that's the only reason I can really talk about it, is because the dark times I'm talking about is I was into witchcraft. I was into all of the dark stuff that the industry was in. That kind of 1997 into 98 into 99 I got darker and darker into spiritualism stuff, and the dark nature of the industry. And that's how I know it's real. If I was just talking off the cuff, not being experienced it, then fair enough. But no, I was deep involved in witchcraft in those days. Tarot cards, spiritual healers, Ouija boards, palm reading, any white witch spells, everything that the kind of like, hey, let me just bring it even to Harry Potter. It's only a film, and what's the problem, Harry Potter? But it's witchcraft, right? So the more we accept witchcraft in a soft nature, is the more our kids are grown up now accepting witchcraft in a deeper nature. And this might sound mad, but going into your yoga practices and all that kind of stuff, they're all deities of the underworld that people are tapping into.